Today I'm going to show you how I quickly got to level 12. And we're going to briefly talk about the server issues, queue times, going to compare what I think of the open zones to the dungeons. We're also going to just go over my general impression. How does the character feel moving around? And if you stick till the end, you're going to see how my character got stuck. So first off, I did the intro quests, then I skipped the other quests while I tried to focus on just the main quest. For the main quest line, there's a recommended power level for each step. And I was trying to follow that. You can push it a little bit if you're not quite there. But what I found best was when it gets to a place where you're uncomfortable, that's when you really want to focus on the open zone and side quests. Because when you're doing that, your character is going to get stronger in other ways and through other upgrades. And then you can return back to the main quest line when you're closer to the recommended power level. So it was at this point I would explore the open world, light signal fires, so I could teleport back to them later and do side quests. You can level up your character and you can level up your individual weapon. But mostly I prefer to do instances or dungeons over using my upgrade items whenever it was possible. I didn't think there was any point in following a guide, especially with all the server issues. There was one exception I remember. So I had no idea there were some housing items you can craft. And then when working through my backlog of quests, one of them brought me to the location of the NPC Foreman Ruby. And there were some house items I could craft, and I did craft a light for my house. Because of the side game of putting stuff in your apartment and decorating is a lot of fun, kind of wish I would have found this earlier, but it's not really that big of a deal. So let's rewind to launch day. First I tried Nis and completed the tutorial. Shadow Step felt great, and zooming around was a lot of fun. Then, when I tried to lead the tutorial, I got disconnected. And of course, this was right when the server issues were the worst. And when I finally got back in, the tutorial didn't save, and I had to pick a character again. So, by the way, it only lets you pick from 3 characters. I had a plan to pick Senja, but that wasn't a choice. Only Nis, Wingrave, and Silo. I wanted to try another one, so I tried to Wingrave, who is the character I'm now sticking with. So, server problems on early release. I mean, of course, we all knew it was going to happen, right? I couldn't log into the tutorial for at least an hour, and then I got kicked, and then I had to wait another hour, and of course that doesn't make anyone happy. But I understand about all the gaming scaling issues with their cloud deployment, so what are you going to do? They implemented a login queue, and they keep making updates on that. Now the support is continuing to evolve, and I'm really hoping by the end of the week the queue will be either gone or the time will just tick by a lot faster. So back to my character Wingrave. So far I'm really enjoying his extra heals that he gets from his abilities. I'm not doing the sword and shield, I'm doing the two-handed melee, so that's really the only weapon type I have experience with. But I got to level 12, and now that I know how to do the quests and how to efficiently run the dungeons a little more, I'm sure it'll be faster on my next Wayfinder. But to level, really you just need to do quests and have fun, and you're going to quickly go through the levels. Of course, as long as you get to play, which I know is a challenge right now. As far as the movement, it feels really responsive whenever I jump or dash and just getting around. Like when you're out in the open zone, you do a lot of jumping because there's a lot of levels, which brings me to the exploration part of the open zone. The elevation is really nice because there's hidden chests or pack of monsters hiding around a corner or down or up a level. And you'll find castles, ruins, towers, hills, rocky formations, tunnels, caves, low valleys, and lots of paths and interconnected access points. You may find jumping puzzles or zipline locations, and also ladders and elevators. So you're going to spend a lot of time in the open world, and it's a lot of fun. There's events you can do. But you're probably going to spend even more time in the dungeons, which is great because I really have a blast running them. There's a random procedural placement of rooms, so they feel and look different every time. And there's small rooms, hallways, big rooms, and lots of secret nooks. Also, there's a lot of elevations in the dungeons as well, so you have to jump around and dash to actually progress. And looking for chests and loot is a lot of fun. And I say that because even if you're doing dungeons that are below your level and the monsters are easy, it still feels good with all the navigation you have to do. Like it's not really a side game, but it's part of the experience. Which I think is important because eventually you're going to level up other Wayfinders, so you're going to want to enjoy the process. All right, so let's move on to me getting stuck. So here I am, trying to light a signal fire, taking a break from dungeons, just running around the open world as you do. Awesome, la 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 la. And there we go. What the heck going on? First I was like, oh, I found like a secret place. There's going to be some treasure, something cool. Nope. It's a nice view, I guess, if you are pretending you're in jail of some sort. So I'm just stuck here and yeah. But good thing is I was able to teleport right back outside to the signal fire, but I would have been really annoyed if I had fallen in this hole first before lighting the signal fire. That is all. Thanks for watching. See you next time.